Hey, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all YouTubers, to everyone out there who we as a team are going through this COVID-19 crisis. All right, guys? Well, I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed it. Yesterday I was going to do a live chat with a gentleman I got a contact with who is surviving the COVID-19. I think he came out of the hospital yesterday, so I'll try to see if I can do that tomorrow. I'm going to give him a day so he can be relaxed. So you guys can ask him the questions of how he got it, how he felt, how he feels, and stuff like that. But with all that said, I'm going to say thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribe to my channel, man. Subscribe, man. Hit that button right there, that little bell right there, and it'll let you know when I upload a video. All right? So this is Kinji. So I want to do a little COVID update about why is Donald Trump advocating for hydrochloroquine. Why? It's not a proven drug. This is a lot of people are saying, well, if the POTUS says so, that we should do it. If the POTUS says so, we should listen to him. The POTUS is not a doctor. President Trump is not a doctor. For me, there's a reason why he's doing this. I have no idea why. He's advocating for this when his own doctors are not doing it. So I'm just going to go say this. Okay, you know that hydrochloroquine is a malaria drug. It's to treat malaria, right? So it says this, and this is from Donald Trump and not from me. It says, he said yesterday, Trump, the government's decision to stockpile millions of doses of hydrochloroquine drug to make it available for patients with COVID-19. What do you have to lose? I'll say it again. What do you have to lose? Take it. I really think they should take it, but it's their choice and their doctor's choice, or doctors in the hospitals. But hydrochloroquine, try it if you like it. That was yesterday's news briefing. Then he said, they say taking it before the fact. Good. I'm not acting as a doctor. I'm saying do what you want. It can help them, but not going to hurt them. Briefing Sunday night. And that's erroneous way. As a president of the United States, or as a president of any country, I've never, me personally, in my 48 years on this earth, and I've seen presidents from Jimmy Carter. I've seen Jimmy Carter's speech. I've seen Ronald Reagan's speech when the AIDS epidemic came out. I've never seen him advocate for AZT, DDI. I've seen George Bush. I've seen Bill Clinton. I've seen the Bush brothers. I've seen all these presidents, and I've never seen them advocate for a medication as much as he is advocating for hydrochloroquine. And then he says, take it. What you got to lose? You have a lot to lose. If you don't know your side effects, you have a lot to lose. You know, he said that the United States got 29 million hydrochloroquine pills. 29 million. That's a lot of medication. You're making this company rich, more richer than they really are. They say it's a cheap medication, but that's besides the point. Here we go to the fact. The fact that he's making uncertified claims about a drug that can have serious side effects and may not work. The drug has not been approved or as a treatment for COVID-19. And Trump's own health expert says more studies are needed to know whether it's safe or effective. And the drug hydrochloroquine is a drug that is used to treat malaria, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. After a small preliminary study suggested it might help prevent coronavirus from entering cells and possibly help patients clear the virus sooner. It helps it not to enter the cells and possibly it clears the virus sooner. Doctors can already prescribe the malaria drug to patients with COVID-19 as practice known as off-labeling. Okay, so this is what it does. This is the major thing. So hold on. You have, I'm gonna tell you from the point of view. You have, this is your cell, right? This is your cells, and you have your cells has little antennas on it. So in order for that, the COVID-19, when it enters your body, in order for it to survive and multiply, it has to latch on to that cell. Once it latches on to that cell, it takes over that cell, and then when it takes over that cell, it mutates and it multiplies to more cells. So apparently, what this drug does is that it covers that cell. It covers your CD4s. That's what it's called. It's called your CD4, your T cells. It covers your CD4. It covers it up. So when the COVID-19 attacks it, it can't latch. So if it doesn't latch, it has nowhere to survive. So eventually, its cycle, it dies out. How long it dies, maybe that's 3 to 4 days, but it has nowhere to latch. So if they have nowhere to latch, can't go nowhere. So those viruses need somewhere. It needs somewhere to latch. Same thing with the HIV virus. The HIV virus, what it does is that it attaches that cell. It attaches to a cell, but it does not. The thing is that it does not multiply like does the COVID-19. What it does is that it latches itself, and then now it pretends to be a CD4, right? So your CD4 passes its by. Say, hey, what's up, buddy? Thinking that's a CD4. Then the CD4 goes that hybrid HIV go, hey, come over here. Let me talk to you. Boom, and it goes into that one. Then it starts attaching to other CD4s. And before you know it, your CD4s are down. Okay, because it just that's the way it works. And then your body produces CD4s every day. What amount, I don't know, but it produces CD4s every day. So that's how it works. And when the HIV sees that it's being attacked by the medication, because that's the virus works, it has to attach itself. So there are some medications within the HIV industry that it doesn't let it. There's some of them that doesn't let it penetrate. So if it cannot penetrate, it can latch, but it cannot penetrate. So if it cannot penetrate, it can't do nothing. So it's dead in a few. There are some that don't even let it attach at all. It goes like this and it bounces because it can't attach to it. It's a force field. So that's the way they're making it sound here, that the malaria drug somehow doesn't let the COVID virus attach itself to the cell. And if it doesn't attach to itself, to the cell, then it can't reproduce. And viruses need other cells in order for it to reproduce. And then on Friday, Dr. Anthony Fauci of the National Institute of Health and members of the White House coronavirus task force said Americans shouldn't consider hydrochloroquine a knockout drug. We still need to do a definite study to determine whether any intervention, not just this one, is truly safe and effective, he said on Fox News, which is the Trump news. But Fauci's at least quote. And let's just go back. Listen. See how he says they say taking it before the fact is good. I'm not acting as a doctor. I'm saying do what you want. It can help them, but it's not going to hurt them. How you know it's not going to hurt them? You don't know. Everybody's body act differently. I think that for a president to go bluntly out on the news and say, hey, do this. This is going to help you, or take it. What you got to lose? That's not the way you spur the country up. You say, listen, the United States is working on a few medications that is showing improvement. Hopefully, within the next week or 2 weeks, or in 3 weeks, or in a month, we're going to have positive results. We're going to have positive results. That's what you say. I guarantee you that when they write these speeches for Trump and he goes off track, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Burke must be like, oh God, no, 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 no. What is this man talking about? He's making my job harder. And he can't go against Trump because he works for Trump. But it'll come a time he's gonna say, I can't take this anymore. Listen, do not take hydrochloroquine because it's not the adequate drug. It's still on his infancy stage. In the infancy stage, it's the same way the doctor in Puerto Rico was giving the X combo to a patient, and the patient did better and then died. So it's not clear that it's just a drug that it doesn't cure you, but it's just a drug that what it does is that instead of you being in the hospital for 7 to 8 days or whatever it reduces it. That it has shown, but it hasn't shown that it takes it out of your body because it's like a flu. It's a virus. So sometimes you gotta, like when they say stay at home, you gotta let it run its course. It affects that's what I say. It affects people differently. The other day that's what he said, consult your doctor. I think it was a few weeks ago or a week ago, he made the same recommendation about hydrochloroquine and the Z-Pack. And the patient took it and died. And came out to the conclusion that the patient had a heart problem. And some of those two medications, one of them, does not work good with your heart if you're having heart problems. Apparently he did not know that, but he stuck his foot in his mouth and said it. And the patient was like, oh, they talked to my doctor, blah, blah. So let's not get this notion of Donald Trump when he says something to do something. No, go to a doctor, go to an infectiologist, go to a virologist, go to a epidemiologist, and have them explain to you, or have your doctor tell you. Because remember, this is a novel virus. There's not much that we know about it. It's from the coronavirus family, but it's not so much that we know about it because it attacks your respiratory system. It has different symptoms now. So I'm not going to put my symptoms here because you guys already know. I have people that they get the fever and they freak out, they cough and they freak out. So I don't want to put more fear. It's something that I personally don't know. So I'm not going to say nothing like that. But if you feel that you get any symptoms that you think that you have COVID-19, I think you should go talk to your doctor or your healthcare provider. Other than that, do not take this drug. Do not go out there. You talk to your doctor, fine, but don't go out there on your own because we all know that you can get these drugs on the streets if you really want to. Especially now that the president has pushed for it, people are going to get their hands on it and they're going to start selling it. We all know that. We all know that. Whomever else from the streets, I know from the street, you can get both pills on the street nowadays because he's hyping it. He's hyping it so much that everybody's going to want it. If it's prescribed only, you're gonna have the hustles like I got hydrochloroquine, I got this. You don't know if it's hydrochloroquine or not, but But if it is hydrochloroquine or what the case may be, make sure that before you put that in your mouth, you go on your internet, you do a prescription check of pill, and make sure most pills comes with a number or a letter, and that letter coincides with what you got on your tablet. And and it says letter SCS5 or S15 or A15. Then it'll tell you the brand name or what it's for. So before you even go there, don't go all crazy on what Trump has to say. Number two, I wanted to make this real. This is going towards the ACLU in Puerto Rico. Yesterday, the governor of Puerto Rico mandated that there will be no businesses at all from Friday to Sunday. No businesses at all. Curfew lockdown, which is a good idea. That's how Wuhan started. And then said that anyone that enters the stores has to enter with a mask. Another good idea. Now, yesterday, the ACLU in Puerto Rico is suing because they say that's violating the constitutional right. It comes to me and it appears to me that the ACLU doesn't see the concept that constitutional right. The governor is doing what she thinks is best for her people. So if locking you down and putting all these strict measures on you has to be done, has to be done. This is not violating your civil rights. So if you think that putting your rights, putting the life at risk of others is more important than what you say your constitutional rights, then you're fighting for the wrong cause, and you guys should not be called the ACLU. Because you guys know that this is, for some people, it's a matter of life and death. For some people who have underlying conditions or are older, who have more propensity to get sick quicker, a person who has asthma, cancer, HIV, though the HIV hasn't been proven yet. But people who have underlying conditions, this is a matter of life and death. And for the ACLU to say that you're violating their rights because you're imposing on me a curfew, you're telling me what I have to wear. Yes, we're telling you what not to wear because it's for the safety and for the safety of other people, for the health reason. So there's nothing, this is not something, this is something different. If they decide to put a camera in your home, on your own private home, that's invasion of privacy. Now, if you want to put a camera in a public place, that's not invasion of private privacy because that's public. They can do whatever they want. That's a public place. You want to put cameras in a public park? Hey, that's public. A few years ago, I think it was 10 years ago, when they decided to put cameras in the projects in Puerto Rico, the ACLU jumped in again and said that they're violating the rights of the people, the privacy of the people. How can it be the privacy of the people? Hello, those cameras are in public housing. The word public means that it belongs to the public. That means the public housing that's owned by government is owned by HUD. So there's no privacy. Now, if there was a camera pointing inside your home, that's invasion of privacy. Yes, that's true. But if the camera is pointing to the street, if the camera is pointing to the door, if the camera is pointing elsewhere, that's not invasion of privacy. So I don't know why LCLU is fighting against this. I have no idea, but I commend the governor for doing that. No businesses between Fridays and Sunday. You go into a business, you have to wear a mask. You have to do that because you have to do everything you can to this transmission. I mean, now you go to Walmart. I showed you a video yesterday about Walmart, how Walmart's doing their thing. I showed you a video. It's just a new norm, and there's still people out there who's not respecting that. I had people yesterday right behind me, and I'm like, yo, 6 feet, bro. They still don't. And I'm in a small town. People just, and when you just say that, they give you lip. I don't care. I'll talk to you back. If I want to get it, I'll get it because of my own. But anyway, so like I was saying, it's ridiculous how it is. That people don't respect that social distancing. There's people still out there doing whatever they want to do. There's people still out there doing this. I was just calm with it and say, you know what, you're going to do your essentials. Do your essentials from this time to this time and everything else. I'm closing everything down. I'm closing everything down. You got Walmart open Walmart opens from 7 to 8. You got Walmart opening. This is a small town. Walmart shouldn't be open from 7 to 8. This is a town of 14,000 people. Thank God we only have 5 in this county, but you never know. I mean, more is going to come out because there's going to be more. There's going to be more confirmed cases. I think we have over 38,000. We'll have over 38,000 tests. Only 2,400 or 2,500 have been confirmed, but still a little bit, So it's going to be more, but you don't want to get that big, right? So close everything down. Everything doesn't have to be. Everybody's got to be up. You got to look for the health of people. I'm gonna leave you a link below about a doctor in New York. How you can protect yourself, how you can do this. And like I've always said, and it's nothing new, always wash your hands. Don't put your hands in your face. That's how you get the virus. So you can have the virus in your hand all day long. But the minute that you do this, that's when you pass it on. He was talking about aerosol and the proximity that you have to be with a person. So I'm gonna leave that's on the video, on the link that I'm gonna leave you below. So just make sure that you just practice social distancing. Make sure you wash your hands when you're outside. You're touching something, Purell, whatever the case you have. They say the best way is soap with water, as long as the soap has a lather, and you wash it for 20 seconds. That's good. And you're outside and you touch your stuff, make sure that you clean yourself. And then when you go inside your house, you clean your doorknobs, you clean this because you're touching it. Then you clean all that. And you just make, when you're in your home, and you got everything set up, it's cool. But it's when you're outside, try to make that only when you go to the store, that one person goes to the store, not the whole entire family and your kids, just one person. Because it's, less riskier. You don't want to risk 3 people one shot, right? Only one risk one, or not even risk any. If that person takes care of himself or herself, by not touching or whatever the case may be. But do not listen to this man, hydrochloroquine. Talk to your healthcare provider. Talk to him or her and let them know that you're feeling bad. If you got fever, if you're coughing, or if you're shortness of breath, which is very boring. If you're shortness of breath, definitely go to the hospital. And I wish that, these 15-minute quick oral check can be given to everybody in the future. So whenever you do, even if you pay $75 or $50 and you have 2 or 3 in your house, if you feel that you have the COVID virus, boom, you put it on. Because the thing about it is that I find that they want to make a vaccine out of this. And who benefits out of that? Okay, the companies do it, and so does, I don't know, Bill Gates want to keep, I don't know, I don't want to put conspiracy theories out there. But this is going to come out to be a vaccine thing. And to be honest with you, I'm not putting on a vaccine for no COVID-19. I'm not doing that. I did it for the flu, and we all know because of my condition. But I'm not doing no COVID-19. And if it comes to the point to whether my kids have to take COVID-19 to go to school in the future, or if not, they don't go to school, then I'll say, they don't go to school, and then I just homeschool them. My youngest one is in the 9th grade. My oldest one graduates this year, which might not happen. So it all depends. So we gotta let's say we're gonna stick to this together. So look at the video below. The link that I'm gonna leave to you below. Like I said, just sanitize your hands, wash your hands. Make sure also the good thing to do is, when you come outside from work, put your clothes in on a bag, separate that. If you want to wash it that same day, wash them. That's all cool and dandy. It's just to prevent. We can all do that. Just to prevent. And guys, just thank you. Watch the video, and I will let you know soon about the patient that is COVID-19 positive. That I think he came out of the hospital yesterday. He called me, but I was sleeping. But I'm gonna give him a call later on today because we're an hour or 2 different. Give him an hour today. See if he can do it tomorrow when he feels a little bit better because he got off the oxygen tank. So I want to make him as comfortable as he can, and to see, I want to get people for you so you can see how COVID is, and not just COVID, anything else that I can come up with that will help you guys. All right, guys, take care and God bless.